The peak of rose season is kind of falling off, but I went to my local botanical garden to enjoy the last of it. And it's so fun to be here. By the way, they're having all these patriotic celebrations, hence the ceiling. But it's so fun to be here and see these roses in person, because when I'm kind of like looking through varieties online, you don't know if the picture is like AI or what that rose will really look like if you plant it in your yard. But it's fun to have these in person and all labeled. So what would you name this lady? What would you call her? Voluptuous is her name. So take your guesses in the comments. This peachy one, I was like, we should name her Princess Peach, but they went with the much more timeless Lady of Shalott, which is an English shrub. And these pale pink ones, which are so beautiful and understated, are called All Dressed Up. And nowhere to go because they have roots. But talk about voluptuous. This one should have had that name. What do you think this one's called? Pretty Lady Rose. Very simple. And this is one I actually always come back to. I like the pinkish orange, but it looks a lot like a rose I just got called Summer Nights. But this one is actually called Love and Peace. So it's fun to see what kind of names they come up with. Sometimes they hold contests to name new rose varieties with the company called Jackson and Perkins. But this one is called Vavoom, which is funny because some of those blooms are Vavoom and some are not. But this pale one is named Jump for Joy. What? I guess. It's kind of pale for a Jump for Joy. But I love this one when I see it in my neighborhood. This dark outline and lighter in the middle. That's called a Double Delight. So I want to hear in the comments what you would name some of these varieties. And I'm just loving sitting here with all of a wave of blooms all around me for a little bit longer. And these ones are interesting because I thought there was one that looked just like this that's named after a painter, but this one was labeled Sentimental. They got punny about it. But tell me if there's another one that looks like that. And tell me what you would name this one, because I was like, ooh, Argentine Tango? Like, this must have some really exotic name because it's so like beautiful and overwhelming. And it's called Ketchup and Mustard. And I feel like that's not fair. What would you name that one? And what's interesting is this one that I started with. It's one of the ones I wanted to know the name of the most. It's a climber, and it does not have a label. So if you know the name of that variety, please comment below, because I'm very interested to know what it's called. And it is so fun to sit and imagine if I would ever be prosperous enough to have a garden like this, and just sit on this bench in the arches and the climbing roses and write a great novel. But since I probably won't, I can just enjoy my local botanical garden in the same way.